Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. As you can see, we're outside again on the walk. My name is Nick. As usual, filming outside is a little bit tricky in terms of the weather conditions or who we might run into or the edits that go on. But if there's wind on the camera, I do apologise that the sound might go up and down a little bit. Doesn't seem too bad, but we're in a bit of an open space at this sort of point. Currently walking through the developing vineyards, and it is developing quite well, this place, so I'm quite impressed. They still kept the pathway open. It was a little bit tricky when they were developing it, a bit muddy when they were draining the field, but they've done okay. I'm quite impressed with this. This is fairly local to me. It's a bit strange having a vineyard real close, but I'm glad they've done it. I'm interested to see how much wine they actually produce, and it is growing rather quickly. Nice walk this one. I'm doing it in reverse than I normally would do. I know I've said other weeks I want to do a different walk. Well, I will do. I will do when I generate the amount of time. The channel takes quite a bit of time to run, as you might be able to appreciate with different videos, and sometimes I fall a little bit behind with what's going on at work or my stress levels or anything like that. But I'll come to that in a little bit of a minute, because it's all looking up with my change. You've been following these videos. Okay, over the stile we go. Whoa. Whoa. Don't know why I feel like going over them. Anyway, a bit of excitement. So before I really get started, I want to say something quite important, quite epic. Now, there's a guy called Tom out there. It's his 10th birthday, son of Martin R, subscriber to the channel. So I want to wish you, Tom, a fantastic day. I don't know if today is actually your birthday, but have a fantastic week. Have a great birthday, because 10, getting in double figures, that's pretty serious stuff. So well done to you. You know, I wish you a joyous day. The next time goes quick, I think, Tom. This channel was almost 10 years old since I've been starting doing it properly, so I think you might be slightly older than the channel. And I try and think back to what I was doing when I was 10 years old. Yeah, I struggle to remember that far back. It was 1984, which to you might seem in a different time zone. It was the ZX Spectrum was the computers I was into. I've been around for about a couple of years, and 8-bit stuff. So time moves quick. I think nowadays the main computers are at PlayStation 5 now, the latest Xbox, but I do understand that you are into your retro gaming as well, so well done you. It's good to be into retro gaming. You can see where gaming sort of started out. You see the influences going forward with games of today. So I'm sure I'm not on my own, Tom. I wish you a fantastic 10th birthday. One day, hopefully, you'll catch me up and overtake me. That's the way time goes. I think I might have to go to a black hole for that. So yes, a very happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Tom. Happy birthday to you. Get down.
Yes, I'm not too sure about the sound quality on this video, like always. It seems to be coming and going. I'm in a bit of an alcove here, but it's still blowing a bit there, so hopefully you can still hear me. Yes, I need a better camera, but I've been saving up for a while. I should be able to do it soon, I would hope. Yes, so what was I going to talk about as well? Yes, happy birthday to Tom. I've mentioned that. Hope you're still having a happy birthday, Tom. I always write a note of what I'm going to talk about. I'm so professional. Why don't I stop the camera and edit? Well, I don't. It's a warts and all sort of thing. Oh yeah, I just wanted to a recap on my mental health. It's important to talk about these things. I'll give you a quick bit of background, but you might know already from watching previous walks. For years I was in banking. I progressed a certain distance, but what I was unaware of, I wasn't really best suited to it, and I carried a lot of stress with me. It's sort of like it caused some sort of a damage mentally to me as well. I don't mind saying, but I didn't realise it at the time. I thought all work was like that. I worked at a few different banks. Things changed because computers are more advanced. It was all about monitoring people to the very word they said, and then it was a blame game for what stuff happened as well. And that's just how I analysed it. And a lot of people brush over them, but if you're slightly sensitive or have a slight creative, Well, the tractor's started now. You are susceptible to suffering from stress and anxiety, and I know a lot of you feel quite similar to that degree. So then, oh God, that noise. So it's not causing me anxiety though. Let's go up and walk at the same time. Yeah, so after about 25 years, I made the change to work at a supermarket, and because of my banking background, they gave me quite a stressful job in the supermarket. It wasn't stressful under one manager, it was under the next one. It's just the way things go, no one's to blame there. I was doing like the code checking all the dates there, trying to reduce waste, and all that sort of thing. There's quite a lot of things to check for one person. The system changed, it made it not quite so easy. New management coming in, I started feeling the stress again. When presumably I thought I'd gone to an environment where there wasn't any stress. I fought, and I managed to get transferred to the checkouts. And now, touch wood, I've been doing that about 6 weeks. First week was a temporary move, and very recently got made into a permanent move. And I've got no stress at all, none. And it's the first time ever I've had a job like that with zero stress. And part of me just doesn't believe it's happening, because that was such a big part of my life without actually realising it. And I'm starting to find out who I am again, really. I looked in the mirror the other day and think, yeah, you're looking a bit healthier than usual, and it forced me to drink better, to eat better, and that's a whole weight off my mind. It's, of course, it's less money than what I got in banking, but you guys are helping with the channel. That's creating a little bit of revenue, so the two together is okay, so thank you for that. But to get rid of that stress was a massive thing for me. And as I say, I'm only just realising now, changed occupations to retail and changed departments to like a checkout role, which some people, my friends at school, might laugh if I'm doing that now. But I talk to people, I go home with absolutely zero is the stress. The time goes really quickly. It's absolutely amazing. So I don't know where you are in life, if you've got a very stressful job, or like me, you've changed careers there. But I will have my ups and downs. I know that will happen. We'll all have our ups and downs, and we're here to help each other know what matter happens there. So, you know, sometimes I seem to be a bit more open than I should be on these walks, but I think it's for the greater good to know that we're all human. We all suffer from certain bits and pieces there. But you know, that's life. That's life's meandering path, isn't it? Okay, let's get walking. Okay, now this looks interesting again. They did chop this a little while ago, but it's overgrown again. Don't want to get spiked. Right, it's all about, oh God, it's all about limbo here. It grows so quickly, this thing. Like, don't spike my eyes, I need them. Good, well done. Well done, you. Don't bump into that. Oh, you bumped into it, never mind. Over this we go. Good action angle. Wait. Oh dear. Craziness. Whoops. Oh God. Stuck. Oh, come on. Stuck between undergrowth. Hang on a minute, we're missing something here. There you go. Looking as great as ever. Red bag. I love these walks so much. Really refreshes the brain. When I first left the house, I had a bit of a headache. That's gone completely. Some dogs barking back there, but anyway, I'm sure they're having a good time. But yeah, I think it's recently been raining here, so the water comes up from the earth, the smells rise, infiltrates your nasal passage, and it's all about health, isn't it? Getting back to one with nature. When I'm here, like today, if I'm lucky with the times, I'm quite often on my own, and you know, you can hear the traffic a little bit, but yeah, highly recommended. The earth's lungs, or the spleen, or all the stuff. It's good. It's good. Get out into nature.
Put that stick down.
And we had great fun in the live stream on Tuesday, so well done if you got to see that. I know a lot of you did. Having more and more fun in those, it's getting better and better as the community gradually grows. A lot of good people in there, so thank you there. They tend to be every Tuesday, that's what I aim for, so have a look there. But also, as well as the live streams, quite a busy channel, an active channel that I try to do, so it's all about managing the time, which isn't the easiest thing in the world, but I'll keep doing it because we're stress busting and it's for the greater good. Reviewed 6 games this week. As I say, it's not about expert gameplay, it's about having a laugh and having a bit of fun, really. Sometimes you get comments from people that are unfamiliar with the channel, don't really understand it, and then go on to great detail about how to do the game, which is fine, a few tips, but as soon as it gets to like the second paragraph, I'm starting to lose the will to live a bit. But you might have seen the reviews this week, you might not have seen them. If you're a member, you know what they're going to be in advance, so I'll quickly go through them, in case there's any you missed and you want to go back and see them. If you subscribe to the channel, if you hit the notification bell, it will send you a message each time a new one is uploaded. If you follow me on Twitter, JENKIN7Nick, I'll quite often put a link that same day as well. So yes, games we covered was well, Beatlemania, which is a rather great maze game that I didn't know about back in the day. You control this yellow man, and it's like a Pac-Man maze, quite a small yellow man. There's 4 bugs going around. You must collect their eggs, which they dump behind them. And then once you do, you need to put them in a lock, which is randomly generated in the maze. See that I swapped arms is because I'm very weak and I get tired quickly. No, don't put myself down. I'm very strong. I was twizzling a big log earlier on. You might have noticed. Yes, Beatlemania. Yes. Yeah, and then as soon as you completed the level, you find the exit, and then you go on to the next one. And there's slightly more. Every few levels, there's slightly more. Someone coming? No, there's slightly more things to try and avoid, like a lobster and well, it's a lobster magenta crab thing, if you know what they are. We reviewed as well a sports game starring the great Jeff Capes, who was World's Strongest Man a few times in the 1980s. It's a sports game. It's not a joystick waggler though, or a keyboard pounder, which is nice. It's about coordination, this one, so it's quite hard initially to get the hang of it. Jeff Capes, strongman. 6 events going from truck pull, log chopping, barrel loading, and it ends in sumo. I didn't get to all the events, but it was nice to see this one, Jeff Capes Strongman, based on the great Jeff Capes. It's good to play a game that's not based around Daley Thompson for a change, but I'm sure Daley would have signed the dotted line for that license if they'd offered it to him. Great homebrew as well by Goliath Experience Games called Dark Transit. We'll probably come to the second one in that series at some point. Already reviewed Astro Phobos, which was pretty cool. So Dark Transit is, for a first game, it's really good to see. You control a miner with a limited jetpack for height, and he must solve clues to escape the mines. And one of those ones where you learn a bit more each time you play the game. Now, I don't know how many years you've been following the channel, whether it's a few weeks, months or stuff, but there's really a load of content on this channel. So if you're ever sick or depressed or just have some spare time, there's loads and loads in the archive, and I guarantee you, and no one has watched all of it, well done if you have, but it will take months. ZX Spectrum, we recently come up to 850 ZX Spectrum games reviewed. When we get to 1,000, that's going to be a momentous occasion. But I've done a compendium video of 801 to 850. We do these every 50 games. I think recently an Atari one went up as well, if you missed that, 1 to 50. But already we're selling towards 900 ZX Spectrum games, so it's well on the way. So have a look at that one there, or all in a row. It's a good nostalgia buzz. If there's a game you can't trace back in the day, watch all of those. It might very well come up. But still, although I've reviewed over 850 games now, we're still scratching the surface. Don't worry, I'm never going to run out. We're going to keep finding hidden gems, and they keep making new homebrews. So we're good for quite some time to come, people, without any issues. On the Commodore Amiga, we played a game which disappointed me a little bit. It's called Darius Plus, influenced by Darius from the arcades, but I believe it plays slightly different. Very garish colours, very tricky. The end of level bosses take maybe a bit too long to destroy, and like the Spectrum version, I don't think there's in my opinion, there's not too much room to work with, so you'd be running out of space quite quickly. So I found that a bit frustrating. There are good elements there, but when you compare it to what the best is on offer on the Economy Amiga, when you look at Agony, the playability of Silkworm, Apidia with its fantastic backing track at the background, even Project X to a degree, then it's severely lacking. Good effort, but it would have worked better as a cover disc rather than going up against the best of the best. It's cruel to compare stuff to the best of the best. The Amiga could do really, really good stuff. There's quite a lot of lazy games out there, more than any other system. There's still quite a lot of good ones, but there's quite a lot of lazy efforts and Atari ST ports out there. So Darius could have been a bit better. Now this game on the Atari 2600, I didn't know had come out till recently, till someone told me. It's Commando, yes, Commando on the Atari 2600. It's got some music track that goes over and over through it. It's a vertical scroller run and gun, if you're unfamiliar with Commando. It's a game that I played to death on the ZX Spectrum, which is converted by Elite, that one. This one isn't. I think it might be Activision. I'd have to re-look it up again, or Parker Brothers, one of those two. I got to stage 2 once, but it needs to be perfected. It plays a lot better than I thought it would. Quite often there's games which I don't think would survive on the Atari 2600, and I'm surprised to see them there. Star Wars the arcade game, which we reviewed a few weeks ago, was another one there as well. So yeah, have a look at any of those. As I say, my standout game really, probably Commando, because I didn't expect the Atari 2600 to do it. I love Beatlemania as well on the Spectrum. Jeff Capes was interesting, Dark Transit was interesting, yeah, but Commando and Beatlemania are the two standout games. Have to mention Dark Transit though, because for a first-person homebrew game, he's done a really good job, Goliath Games. So well done to him. Right, let's get moving. Looks like it's going to rain soon. Yes, happy birthday to Tom again. I hope you're still 10. How long is this video? How long is this video still going on for? I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Now, my hours are such at work this week, it's settling down a little bit with my Move Remain Permanent. Touch wood, when this video goes live on a Friday at 6 o'clock, I should be at home if the bus runs on time, so I'll be able to answer comments a little bit quicker than normal. I like to answer comments as quickly as I can, because it's all about community here. I like to keep everyone involved there. I think I've gone the wrong way. How could that be? I always do this route. I like to keep people involved, because that's when we have the most fun. There's a bit more of a connection, especially when you talk about stress and stuff. No matter what's going on, you're not alone. And we, as I say, we come together. We've got a good group of people here. Maximum firepower, folks. Maximum firepower. Beat that stress. There's a lot of squirrels running around today, but they've been a bit too quick for me to catch them on camera. I don't know what the squirrel population is around here, but I think it must be huge. I've seen loads. I do know back at home, sometimes if we put nuts out for the birds, a squirrel will always come and take a few that have dropped down. Do you have squirrels where you are? I mean, I used to think there was just a few. There are a lot running around here. Maybe I'm in a cartoon without realising. This week, of course, is the Turkish Formula 1 Grand Prix, and I'm getting a bit excited because the last couple of races there's been a massive resurgence with my favourite team, McLaren, who you know, were great back in the day and then fell gradually to the back of the grid and was just stayed there for a while, gradually improving but never getting back to the front. And then in the Italian Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo won and Lando Norris was second, the only team to get a 1-2 this year. It did help that Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen crashed into each other, but it was still a 1-2. And then the very next race, Lando Norris got pole position, looked like he was going to win, and then it started raining. He made a gamble not coming into the pits, and it didn't pay off. So it was a bit of heartbreak for him. It was almost a McLaren double back-to-back win. Now, I still think the McLaren is a little bit underpowered to where it should be, but I'm hoping for the best in the Turkish Grand Prix. Let's see when the McLarens go. Daniel Ricciardo's slightly regenerated after a tricky season, but Lando looks like the man to watch, tipped by many to be a future world champion. If that McLaren just gets a teensy bit quicker, it will be challenging legitimately for the wins. The last race, of course, the last couple of races involved, well, the last one in particular involved a bit of rain, and that helped a bit, apart from at the end, where it was a double-edged sword, causing him to go off, and I think he finished 7th in the end, Lando. So, fingers crossed. I'll be at work during the Grand Prix, unfortunately, the way it's worked this time around. So hopefully McLaren do good again. It's them versus Ferrari for 4th place. Got to respect for 3rd place, as I say. I do respect Ferrari as well. I'd like to see them back at the front also after such a long time. It's been dominated by Mercedes and then Red Bull catching up. But we get a 3rd team in there, in particular McLaren. I'll be super duper happy. I think one of the Ferraris, Carlos Sainz, has had an engine penalty. He's got to start from the back. Now, you might not be into Formula 1, so apologies if you're not, but I know some of you are. I like my racing games as well, and that sort of ties in. But exciting times, go McLaren. Let's see how they do. Yeah, we might crash back down to normal, but follow their Twitter feed. Exciting stuff. Go Lando, great driver. Ricciardo, yeah, squirrels again. Squirrel's not driving the McLaren team there, or car, but yeah, hopefully they do win the Turkish Grand Prix. We'll see, won't we? Now that's a lot of dog poop. Don't know why nobody's cleaned that dog bin. Normally, to get rid of stuff, you have to spread a rumour online that there's a shortage of the thing, and then everyone panic buys it to beyond reason. So basically, if I say online that there's a shortage of dog poop fertiliser, people are all rushing, getting bags of the stuff, people that don't even need dog poop fertiliser, and that dustbin are automatically empty. Isn't that like human psychology? We're short of fuel, let's all buy fuel. We're getting short of toilet rolls, let's all buy toilet rolls. Well, I'm not in that. It's the same people each time that go mightily crazy. Whatever you say there's a shortage on, they'll go out and get it, whether they use it or not, and then the people that legitimately need it can't get it. I don't know how that works for that analogy of dog poop. Who needs dog poop? Like, not me. You can't use it as fertiliser. It's the worst fertiliser ever. Probably horse manure. That's the end of my fertiliser documentary section. Before I'm attacked by squirrels and probably hung up in a tree or something, I'll come to the members section. So thank you, members. Now, if you want to become a member, click on the join button. It means you can help the channel a bit more in its effort pursuit to get better and to go full time at some stage. It does help a great deal with my part-time work at the supermarket there combined. So yeah, if you want to click on that, it doesn't commit you straight away. There's different tiers, of course. Thank you to the subscribers as well, or even just watching this video. But if you want to do that extra, click the join button. And if you're on the 2nd tier and above, although I respect all the tiers, no matter what you can do, if you're on the 2nd tier and above, I will give you a shout out if you want me to for anything that you're doing, or I'll just shout out your name. So always keep this on this whiteboard. You might see me carry around with me on the walks there. So a big thank you this time to Dogs, D-O-G-Z. Thank you, Dogs. Also to Obed Brinkman. Now, Obed Brinkman is a keen photographer and a musician as well, but he does great photos, and I'm assuming he's a great musician also. Actually, I might have seen a video once. You are good, Obed. So, but he's got an Instagram account where he puts all his top photographs there using various Nikon cameras, I think, and I had a look on that, and it was pretty good. Put the link up top. It's instagram.com/obatphotography. That's instagram.com/obatphotography. There's a link to his website on that page as well. Got lots of pictures of different musicians and band practices, I think, and lots of really cool nature shots, different animals and so forth. Really great pictures. Check out Obed's site there. Once again, that's instagram.com/obatphotography. That's a new one I've shouted out, so thank you, Obed. If any of you on the 2nd tier above want something shouted out, no matter how small, doesn't have to be on mine, can be anywhere, then let me know via Jenkin7Nick or in the members section on the members video. Hooray! And big thank you to Greyholt2, which I've said before helped me with the Commodore 64 stuff. That goes up periodically. The last one's Daily Thompson Decathlon, so thanks Greyholt2. Massive thanks to Pete James. And also, check this out for a YouTube site, Jason Arnott's Terrifying House Obsession. So track that one down on YouTube, give it a watch as well, a bit of love. That's Jason Arnott's Terrifying House of Obsession. Big thank you to GTB Films and David Harakawa, who puts up great pictures on Twitter of models he's done, car models. It's always pretty good. Big thank you to Neil Barrett there. Thank you, Neil, and all your help. Ratty, Malad1, R-Zone 1255, the mighty Alf Fairweather. Is there anyone coming? No one's coming, Alf, so we're all okay. Big thank you to Toke Marda Jason Smith, thank you. I know a lot of you trying squirrels again. I know a lot of you see you in the live streams there and in the comment section. Big thank you to Nikki S and Claire Johnson, thank you. Watho Snorkers, thank you Watto and everything you do. I know you've got quite an active Twitch account and YouTube, so thank you there. A massive thank you to John Roby, thank you John, and Jeffrey Searby, thank you fellas, always appreciated there. Thank you, well done for being members of the community. I like everyone, thank you. Now massive thanks also to Steve Norman as always. We all know he runs the great site RETROARCADIA.BLOG, which is a great site for all your retro gaming. Steve covers a number of different systems, always keeps it fresh and interesting. This week round he's looked at Exelon on the ZX Spectrum, although there are I think screenshots of the Commodore 64 version, and he compares the two together. It's getting a bit noisy, there's a bit of traffic going on. Traffic and squirrels, what's going on there? What a combination, but you won't find that on RetroArcadia.blog. You'll just get no-nonsense games. I think last week he looked at G Darius HD on the Nintendo Switch. So it looks at a variety of stuff. I really recommend that. It's a wealth of information and memories that Steve has of those games there and what his opinions are. So check that one out. Well done, Steve. Big thank you to Lemmy Barnett. Thank you, Lemmy. You're always a good guy to have around, as is Steve Q. Thank you for all your help, Steve. Really, really, really appreciated. Big thanks to Phil Hill and Shono Baggy and Jason Holmes as well. Thank you, fellas, all of you on the second tier, really keeping the channel going, so thank you heaps. Massive thank you to the 7 of you that have opted to be on the upper tier of the members. You've gone above and beyond. I say this every week, but it really impressed me, so thank you for your help there. It's massive in trying to make this dream come true, so thank you all 7 of you. Huge thank you to Rossi Bossy. I know you've got a new job now and you're going great guns on that, but you're still working on, check out Rossi's site, put it up there. He's busily working on Super 3D Pixel Grand Prix. I know it's been a long time in development, but it is worth the development because it is getting better and better. While you're waiting for that great game, do check out some of Rossi's other stuff, which is basically, you can get it free on his site there. There's Nifty Lifty 2 and also Re-Enduro, 2 games I've covered on reviews if you want to watch them first, but download those for free on your PC. Really, really good to see, so keep doing the great work, Ross. Well done, you're very impressive, sir, thank you. Super Pixel 3D is going to be such a great game, so follow Rossi on Twitter or his main site there. Huge thank you as well to Colin Hode. Thank you, Colin, for all your help and your generous support. Thank you very much. I don't underestimate it, so thank you. You always cheer me up as well, so thank you, Colin. Yes, well, there's an edit if ever I saw one. The camera ran out of battery right at the end. But you know, we can patch this thing together. What was I saying outside? Yes, big thank you to Richard Mitten. Thank you for all your help, sir. Much appreciated there. Hope all is well. Also, big thanks to Tom. Now, this isn't the Tom that's 10 years old. This is a different Tom. So, big thank you to Tom. I know your YouTube channel is a different name to the name you want me to shout out. But if you want me to shout out your channel, give you a shout out, I'm more than happy to do that for you, Tom. Any time. So, let me know about that. So, thank you, Tom. Big thanks to Graham Bebke, my friend in Australia. Hope all is well with you. And also as well to Jules M. Now, Jules runs a number of different sites, so I have to keep my eye out which ones she wants me to shout out. But this one, very busy bee, is mygamingmemories.weebly.com/cartooncapers. But if you go to mygamingmemories.weebly.com, Jules has this time focused on Game Boy Advance as one of them, Dr. Zeus, so have a look at that. Also as well on the Super Nintendo, the SNES, she's looked at Tom and Jerry. And also she's looked at the Game Boy Color, which it's a system I haven't looked at. I owned a Game Boy Advance, not a Game Boy Color or Game Boy. She's looked at Smurfs, which might be an interesting game for different reasons, and also Alice in Wonderland. So have a look at that there at mygamingmemories.weebly.com. Quite a lot of content on that site. It's one of those things, if you keep to something long enough, I know by running this channel, you generally build up quite a lot of content without really knowing it. So have a look at that site and show it some love there. Also as well, big thank you to Martin R. So thank you, Martin, for all your help. I know you sometimes watch the live streams afterwards. You do make the occasional one, so thank you. And I think everyone on the channel will agree with me in wishing Tom R a very, 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 very happy 10th birthday. And may all the years that come be better than the one before. So happy birthday to Tom R. And everyone wishes you a happy birthday as well. So have a good time, sir. Take care of yourself. So thank you everyone for watching this video and supporting the channel. Really, really appreciated. As I say, if you want to become a member, if you're not already, starts from $1.99 a month. So if you won't miss that, it certainly would help me. So have a look at that. But don't worry if you can't afford to do that. As long as it's beating your stress there, that's what the primary thing of the channel is all about. Primary, did I make up a word? You know what I mean, don't you? And it's the watch time as well, and how many people are clicking on the video, so thank you. There will be a couple of ZX Spectrum videos on the channel on Saturday. Members will know what they are in advance. Be a couple on Sunday as well. But you know, enjoy your week. Hope stress is not getting to you too much, as I'm in a slightly better position than I was than before. But it's all about taking one step at a time, really. So yes, enjoy your week. Have a great weekend. Until next time, take great care of yourself then. And a very fond, thanks for watching this far as well, it's appreciated. A very fond goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, E.
And Jenkin.